Hello, everybody. My name is Clarence Napier, the multi-state insurance broker. And if you're watching the YouTube or the Spotify version, you see the states on the bottom left where we are licensed, and there are a few states where licenses are pending. I'm also the CEO of Strategic Consulting Experts, LLC, based in Georgia. Today's podcast episode is about the sensitivity of working in sales and starting in sales. And I must apologize that previous episodes didn't talk about this. And what I mean is when people are about to begin working in sales, and this includes current business owners who are attorneys, dentists, accountants, CPAs, plastic surgeons, electricians, plumbers, HVAC business owners, floor tilers, business owners that are selling products and services for $1,000 and higher. We know, based on our experience, based on even my personal experience as a former corporate executive who was in sales, and now as an independent insurance agent, independent broker. I also worked as a real estate agent. I know there's a sensitivity to this, and let me explain why I am apologizing for podcast episodes not acknowledging this. So when I first started in sales, and this was in a corporate environment, it's different than it is when you are an independent business owner. And when I mean independent business owner, I mean you are a personal injury attorney, you are a CPA, an accountant, a bookkeeper, a dentist, a plastic surgeon, and you have a floor tiling business. You are the owner, and you are also in sales. I just got to make that clear. It's been I've had several instances where people that were in law, that were accountants and CPAs and dentists, for some reason, they did not acknowledge that they were in the sales industry, even though they fixed teeth, they looked at books, they prepared taxes, they went to court. So the part that I'm apologizing for is not letting people know that starting in sales is really a major paradigm shift in people's mentality, because we are told never to talk to strangers. And when you are in sales, that is a high activity in terms of a lot of people who are in sales and you have businesses. It is a major responsibility to talk to strangers, to pick up the phone and call people. And the reason why it's a tough mental process is because many people who start in sales, who start businesses that require sales, they've never had the training. So I want to let people know that Strategic Consulting Experts, we provide the 6 to 9 hour training to help people move through the sales learning curve, because there is a learning curve to go from one day not having to talk to anybody about buying your product or service, to move to a brand new phase in your mind to say, yes, I have a product and I'm selling it for $5,000. I'm selling it for $2,250. That's $2,250. And, I want you to consider buying this product. And that's really the simplistic version of it. But I think what it is, a lot of people sometimes think that their product or service is not that in demand. And so what that means is, when you look at a product or service, and the tough part of sales basically says, who wants my product or service? Nobody wants my product or service, even though that product or service is being sold every single hour in the United States and all over the world. So that is the tough part, to say, okay, I have a law firm, I'm a personal injury attorney, I'm a CPA, I'm a bookkeeper, I'm a dentist, I'm a plastic surgeon, I lay tile, I fix air conditioners. Of course, someone wants your product or service. But what the tough part is, who wants it? And that's the part that makes it mentally tough to move forward in sales because you don't know who wants your product or service that day. And not everyone wants your product or service that day, but they could need your product or service next month, next 3 months, or next year. And so when people have businesses and there is a sales component activity attached to that business, a lot of times they just think no one will need my product. They think out of 1,000 people, no one will need my product or service, and that's not true. Even as a consumer, and you are a business owner of a big ticket item selling for $1,000 and higher, you consume products. So we like to, let people know, and we do it through the training, through the Selling Without Appearing to Sell training offered by strategic consulting experts, that there is a process to get your mind prepared to be effective as a salesperson. And like I said, even though you don't think you are a salesperson, you are. A realtor is a salesperson, a CPA is a salesperson. And there are many business owners who kind of think, well, I don't need to market my product or service in a way that's really proactive, that's really kind of direct, because I'm a CPA, I'm an estate planning attorney, I'm a dentist. Everyone knows what I offer. But what the challenge is, there are so many CPAs, bookkeepers, dentists, plastic surgeons, personal injury attorneys, defense attorneys, floor tilers, HVAC companies, plumbers, electricians. Since there are so many, it's not that easy to stand out where people are just blowing up your phones. Yes, I need an HVAC system. Yes, I want to hire you as a personal injury attorney. I just had an accident. So the 6 to 9 hour sales system training class that's offered via webinar, or we can come to your office and meet with your sales team in person. It is so important to be able to psychologically get over that hurdle so that working in sales and selling your big ticket item is not so cumbersome. It doesn't feel difficult. It doesn't feel strange. So anyway, I just want to apologize for not doing this podcast episode earlier, because it is a sensitive subject to go from not marketing a product, not pitching a product one day, then all of a sudden your total business success is dependent upon you talking to people, you marketing your product, you recommending your product, you quote unquote persuading people to buy your product. So anyway, if you want to call me and talk about the 6 to 9 hour training that's offered via webinar or face-to-face at your office or at a hotel, please give me a call at 727-741-4800. Take care and have a great day.